one of the things that for the little ones, I've set up my room so that I've got like the baby that I work with, and so we've been trying to match a little bit of what the mums are doing with their babies, and so they talk through what's happening. And like a mum emailed me the other day with some photos just to say, well, actually she just put it on the phone. She sent me a photo to say, I'm just really concerned that my little one is using his leg in a different way, and I was wondering what we could do about that. And I said, so what have you tried? And so she was able to talk through, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I've tried. And then we've said, okay, well, let's just think about, you know, how we would want that to look. And she said, well, I think it should look like this. And then slowly together with the doll on that's normally sitting on my table here, we were able to go through the different positions that, and I was copying what she was doing, and then we worked through what would work best for what, you know, for getting up to sit really from the floor. So using the doll has been really good for that. I do get my left and rights a bit mixed up because of the image, so I always have to think, oh right, it's mum's left leg and my right hand and all those sort of things. So that's been a you know, a little bit of a challenge, but it's gone well. And then I had I'll tell you about this morning's example in particular. I had a little girl whose mum said that she was not actually shifting her body to get to the bathroom for bath time, to get to the dinner table for dinner time, to get dressed in the morning. She would say, when the mum said, oh, it's time for bath time, she would say, oh, just a minute, mum, or one more minute. And then it would be, then the next time mum would come and talk to her, she'd say 5 more minutes. And so it continued in this way. So this mum identified this goal, and slowly we worked through what was happening and what were some of the options, and just talking through that with the family and with mum. And we had, so again, we were using things like visuals, you know, I can see that you're feeling happy or whatever. And she would say, well, actually, I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling tired, or I'm a bit stuck with what's happening. And so often I will have things that helps me to acknowledge what's happening for them. And the other thing I use a lot of is the whiteboard, because I have to go a little bit faster in terms of the age and stage of the children, and then I will draw on here what they're trying to tell me, and we'll use comic strip conversation type things to support that journey. And so this morning, as a follow-up session, the two of them were sitting there, and we ended up actually doing some role plays with me running around my room, as well as the dolls helping us to talk about, you know, this was say Mary, and this was John, and this is what was happening, and what could we do about it. And so then she was able to tell me that, oh, my legs didn't want to move. And I'm like, oh, so what could we do? I could use my clever brain to tell my legs to move to the bathroom. Great idea. And so then we were able to draw that up for her, and pretty much either I'd take a photo with my camera, or I'd do a screenshot to be able to send that to mum straight away. And then they started doing other things, you know, with it, and they're going to be practicing that during the week.